So, as you saw in my last video, my brakes on this little lady is not doing so great. The master cylinder seems to be acting up. This little pin over here is not doing what it's supposed to do. And it's not pushing any fluid through the system. So I decided I'm going to remove it and strip it and see how does this thing work. How can we service it? It's a serviceable part, so it's probably just dirty. Need to replace some seals, replace the spring, and then see what's going on there. Then what I've also done, I decided to remove the brakes calipers. Figured if I'm gonna do the master, I might as well just do the whole system. So what I've done here is I've already, because these have been standing for quite a while, I've cracked these bolts open so that I can split the system, split the caliper, and I've cracked the bolts, the pins to remove the brake discs. So everything's now been cracked. You can see here it's just slightly loose. Now we can take it off and start servicing them. Right, here we go. Everything's laid out. I've already stripped this caliper, got everything in place. Made sure not to make the same mistake. So I've got the big piston with the big seal and the big dust cover, small piston, and that belongs to this half of the caliper, and then that belongs to the other half. There's all my pins, screws. Everything here must all be cleaned. And next caliper I'm about to strip, and then we're moving on to the master cylinder. Let's do that. So somewhere around here my mic died, but anyways, so this is the piston completely stripped. Everything is completely out of the piston. I just need to remove the circlip over here, bleeder nipple, and then this is where the piston sits to press your lever, and there's another circlip on this side that I need to remove, and that thing is currently stuck. That's the piston that sits inside the master cylinder. So that needs to move forward and backwards. So once I've removed the circlips, I need to figure out how to get that part out. Over here we have all the hardware, busy cleaning everything up. Some bolts sitting in the brake fluid. These ones you'll see the corrosion that's built up on this stuff. It's kind of why these things have been sitting for so many years. There's all this build-up that's causing the stuff to get stuck. This is our pistons. We need to clean up the pistons on the brake calipers. That's all the build-up and our dust seals, and obviously the dirt that's sitting on the piston. So we're going to clean these things up nice and solid. And here's the other one as well. It also needs to be cleaned up. Shoo! Look at that before and after. Let's keep going with the next one. So this piston was seized up in here. We went off the petrol station, put some compressed air in here to try and force it out, but it didn't work. I eventually realized that there's a spring behind this, so it's spring loaded. And what I did was I sprayed some Q20 in the space and then used the screwdriver here and just slowly it moved it around, and then the spring actually pushed it out and released it. So then that thing just nicely shut out. And then we proceeded to start cleaning. And so I've cleaned this thing out. This was brown, full of gunk. Inside here, everything was seized up. Put an earbud in there and in there, and you could actually then see it on the inside. This is what was inside. You see all the dirt that came out from inside here. This is all the dirt. And then obviously I soaked everything in some boiling water, and that black stuff came from inside these seals. These seals still feel okay. This one's kind of soft, one's slightly more rigid, but it is a thicker seal. So I'm going to try and put these back with some grease. This is the spring and the piston. Yo, look at this dirt in here. This is all the build-up from within the piston. Okay, so yeah, I've got everything laid out again. Ready to reassemble the master cylinder. Oh, it's a bit windy this morning. So we're reassembling the master cylinder. I've got some multi-purpose grease just to grease up the rubbers and put this back together. Then I have to start cleaning. Yesterday I already cleaned up the hardware, so this has been sorted, nicely cleaned out. That's also been cleaned out. I used some of this S61 brake cleaner. Today I need to clean out all the pistons, clean out the rubbers, and then grease them. And then these calipers also need a solid clean, making sure to get all the little chambers from there to there and in between also all cleaned out. So let's quickly assemble this. Okay, so everything's now laid out how it's supposed to be assembled. I've got my master cylinder, then the spring and what looks like the little thingy that holds it in place, then the piston and the circlip seals have been placed on it. So we place the spring in the hole, piston goes on top of that, and then the piston slides in and out. So that's the action of you pulling on the brakes. And now the circlip just sits on top of that, holding it into place. So what we do now is I'm pushing this down, and the circlip goes down with it. And the circlip sits in the recess, and then everything sits in place. So that's that. Earlier this wasn't moving, now it is. So like I said, mentioned, I wasn't recording at the time, but I sprayed Q20 in this space after the circlip was removed, and as the Q20 was busy bubbling away, I was busy moving this with the screwdriver, trying to just get it to budge, and then it popped out. Next, we're focusing on this side here. We've got our O-ring that goes in here. Grommet sits at the bottom. This slides in. There we go. And then the circlip holds this in place. Here we go. Everything's now perfectly in place. I don't know which direction this must go. Hopefully I can still turn it once it's fitted. And this little cover goes over that. And then on this side here, we've got the pin that connects to the lever, and that sits in here in this little recess. There we go. Last is our bleed nipple. That's that. And the banjo bolt that goes down towards the calipers. It's facing the wrong way. Okay, that's done. Right, now to clean and assemble this caliper. I've already done that one. See, it's nice and clean, everything's sorted. We just need to fit the new brake pads. And yeah, let's do this. How's that for before and after? Looks a lot better. Look at that, before and after. Guys, if you are not familiar with F61, go check them out. This is now my second time using this, and I am so surprised. This is the multi-purpose cleaner, the degreaser, as well as the brake and chain cleaner, brake and parts cleaner. I've also used the chain cleaner, which I have inside. The stuff is amazing. I'm really impressed. You guys know I used to use the green Blixum for everything, but this is just amazing, and it seems to be a bike part, what do you call it? Bike focused or car focused or something like that. But look how easy that was to clean. And I'm just using the same rag for the next two pistons. Ta-da! There's a nice little before and after. Very little effort. There we go. New set of brake pads, calipers cleaned out, completely serviced. Master cylinder cleaned out, completely serviced. Let's see if all of this is working. That's why it's called trial and error. Can't get this thing to bleed. So I'm suspecting that one, I either put the seals in the wrong way around, the wrong direction, or two, the seals was actually too worn for me to reuse it and I need to go and get a new set. So I've already ordered a new set. I just thought, let me try it without going to actually fetch it. Clearly I need to go and get it, so I'm gonna go pick those up and then strip it again. Fun times. But that's it. That's the whole point of this journey, is that it's all about paying the school fees, getting the work done, learning, and making the mistakes so that the next time we know what mistakes not to make. And if I make those mistakes, hopefully you don't. So yeah, let's go get those and we'll take it apart again. Okay, everything's dismantled again. It would appear that this one is placed correctly and that one is upside down. So I'm just quickly gonna spin it around and then reassemble, and let's hope that we can actually build up some pressure. The fact that it's the wrong way around is what's causing me not to build up pressure. It's not moving the fluid the way we want it to move. Okay, so there we go. This one, the opening is now on this side, that one, the opening is on that side. You can see it from this side, and you'll see that's where the ball goes, so the spring goes in on this side, and now I can just reassemble it back together again. Okay, there we go, fully assembled. Let's see if this fits. Hopefully it's working this time. Ah, there's pressure, something's happening. And that's how quickly we make a stupid mistake. I didn't pay attention when I took the seals off, and I wasn't recording at the time, so I couldn't go back to reference anything. But yeah, so we live and we learn. Now we know for next time. Anyways, we now have brakes. Let's check it out. Ha! Ha! Right, let's finish this bike off and take it for another test drive. Ha! And that's Cape Town weather for you. I should have gone riding yesterday when the sun was shining. But now I'm stuck with this. So now I'm forced to keep working on the bike. But that's for the next video. I'm going to sort out everything else that still needs to be sorted out. And then we can go for that ride. And hopefully it'll be a long one. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And please stay tuned. We are so close. I'm going to finish up the clocks that was busy dancing around. I'm going to finish up bolting up the screen, bolting on everything that needs to be fixed. The stator getting connected. What else? All the little loose bits of fairings and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, like, share, subscribe. Watch the whole video. Don't just watch 1 minute here and there. And see you soon. Catch you in the next one. Peace!